Hi, my name is Andrew Cho, and this is my presentation on why resonate. So, just like how most of you probably felt watching the video clip called Every Presentation Ever, I was embarrassed. You see, I couldn't stop picturing myself as the host of the presentation because I was making the same mistake that he was making. I was reading the slides instead of making eye contact with my audience. I was laying boring facts after the facts after the facts, losing my audience's interest and their focus. And most importantly, I didn't put any kind of emotion into my presentation or any kind of passionate heart into my presentation. I was always nervous. And while I'm doing the presentation, I was thinking to myself, since I took so much time into preparing this presentation and researching the information, the audience needs to grasp the idea and just simply take the ideas in. I always thought myself as the hero of the presentation. It was very selfish of me, and I really didn't care about my audience's interest. That's something I really need to work on. Another weakness that I have is that my English is not my first language. As you can see, I'm Korean, and Korean is my mother language. And while I'm doing the presentation, sometimes I have thoughts that comes to me in Korean, and I have to translate those into English. And don't ask me how it works. It just works. And when I'm doing this, I stutter, and sometimes I use this, and I have to have a long pause in my presentation to translate, and it creates this tension, and I lose my audience's focus while I'm doing this too. Um, However, knowing another language doesn't always count against me. Sometimes I get to use the stories that I know that are in Korean and translate them into English and use that to connect with my audiences. It appeals to them as a fresh stories, and sometimes it works really for me. One of my favorite speaker or communicator also speaks in Korean, and he doesn't speak English that well. His name is Chang-ho Kim. He's a professor at a Seoul Women's University. Now, his presentation style is very delicate. He, being a professor at a women's university, he has a lot of charm. He uses jokes to make his presentation a little bit more interesting. He also uses a pause, half a second pause, to help audiences understand and truly, grasp the idea that he's trying to present. He speaks very slow. He uses rhetorical questions to kind of breathe through the presentation with the audience. And most importantly, he uses stories to connect with the audience. Now, Nancy Duarte, the author of Resonate, our textbook, also says this in her textbook, and I'm just going to quote from her. Stories link one person's heart to another. Values, beliefs, and norms become intertwined. When this happens, your ideas can more readily manifest as reality in their minds. So I really need to start integrating stories into my presentation and using them to resonate with my audiences. As for Professor Kim, he's getting more than 3 million views only speaking in Korean, and so he must be doing something right. Going back to Nancy Duarte's textbook, Resonate, she also says this in her textbook. Audience insights and resonance can only occur when a presenter takes a stance of humility. Now, I'm a very good researcher, so when I research, I try to research every aspect of the information. However, as I told you before, I always have done it to fulfill my needs, or what I thought was the best, not caring about the audience's interest. Now, from now on, when I'm researching, I'm gonna try to concentrate on that, and also work on delivering the message clearly, because that's my weakness. I really need to work on that, and also using digital stories to resonate with my audiences also. Well, I really look forward to learning more about communication and how to become a better communicator in this class. And thank you very much for watching my video. Again, this is my assignment number 1, Why Resonate. My name is Andrew Cho.